Hi everyone, it's Mr. Leonard here. I hope you're keeping as well as can be in these challenging times. Very much missing working with the students and the families. It's really important that we consider the fact that this won't last forever. Remain positive, we will definitely get through this. I just wanted to take a few minutes today in this blog to remind you that we continue to be here for you. We'll continue to support you from a distance. I just want to also take the opportunity to provide you with some well-known, simple pieces of well-being advice, both to keep you physically and mentally well. Um, the team in school continue to work with the families, and it's not uncommon to be contacted and be informed that young people are feeling low, they're feeling frustrated, angry, some are having trouble sleeping, and most people are missing the benefits that social interaction brings. If this is you, you're not on your own, don't worry. Um, at distressing and uncertain times, it's very easy to fall into unhealthy patterns of behaviour, but this will only make you feel worse. And from my work with the other agencies, from the safeguarding team in school, from colleagues, feedback from students and families, I've kind of ranked some top ideas and what they've said's worked for them, but it'll only work if you actually put it into practice. So I'll just run through a couple, and very simple. The first one is obviously stay active. Whether this is joining in with the Bottler online fitness challenges, whether it's joining one of the online home workouts that are available. It might be something as simple as going for a bike ride or going for a walk with your family. But during this exercise, the body releases endorphins, and this is where you can start to feel good. So please do make sure you're staying active. Stay connected. Really, really important that you're maintaining the relationships with those people that you care about. I wonder if there's somebody out there that you know that often feels lonely. Have you checked up on them? How are they doing? You'll be able to do this through the various many platforms that are out there, video calls, etc. And particularly with the introduction of Teams now in school, it just provides another opportunity for you to stay connected, both with teachers but also through the chat mechanism with your friends and peers across the school. So consider, how are you going to stay connected? In difficult times, I can tell you it's most definitely more powerful to work as a team. So do not isolate yourselves fully, and do not miss out on the opportunities of staying connected. Please, please, please share your concerns. Do not keep them to yourself. Sleep. Lots of messages about patterns of sleep being impacted in this current time. It's about routines. You've got to get yourself a good night's sleep. Not easy, particularly if you're feeling anxious or you're overthinking somebody in your family is ill at the moment. Think about calmness before your bedtime. What do you do? What are your routines? Not gaming late until the early hours of the morning or on your mobile phone. It simply won't help. Although at the time it's your source of entertainment, it won't help in the long term. And obviously with the news that this lockdown might continue, staying connected is key, but at the right times. There are good apps out there in terms of meditation before bed and also calming music. So if you are somebody that does particularly struggle, please maybe try considering downloading some of those apps. One that I like is to set goals, feel like you've achieved something. I found it was easy to lose track of days, and with having a young family, I think the days are whistling by for me, but I know that's not the case for everybody. So set yourself goals, daily, weekly goals. It gives yourself a sense of control and purpose in these strange circumstances. The goals will help with your motivation. I think it'll help beat the dangers of procrastination. Examples of goal setting could be as simple as completing a certain number of walks a week, completing a certain distance a week, or reading a new book during the week. Basic goals, but give you a positive mindset for the week ahead. For me, I had to think about this, and it was to turn off the news. Yes, it's important to keep up to date, but the 24 news cycle can make you feel very anxious, and I believe does lead to unwanted speculation, and particularly for a young person trying to process all the information that's shared and all of the different opinions out there. Do not lose control. You choose and you limit your exposure to the news. Small amounts of news to provide you with the accurate, up-to-date information from the government is the key. Do not engage with speculation from people that maybe think they know it all, but yet it goes against the guidance. Important to take a break. Yes, there's a time, and place for your learning, but if things are getting too much for you and you're feeling overwhelmed, simply take a break. Take a break by doing something that you enjoy, whether it's football, reading, maybe you've got a newfound love for board games, maybe you've been able to perhaps find some time for that new hobby that you've been thinking about. Try something different, baking, gardening with Mr. Wilcock, knitting, so many things that you could really try to do to help you take a break and switch off if things get too much. Of course, there's other recommendations out there. You'll always hear, what's your diet like? So consider, have you got a healthy diet? Thinking about, are you drinking enough water? Thinking about, am I getting enough fresh air and natural sunlight? And all of these things will absolutely help you. I think if you look at perhaps your routines and pick some of the things I've said to work on over the next week or so, they will most definitely help, but you've got to stick to it. My final point really is about worries. I don't know a single person that's not worried at the moment about something or one thing or another. It's okay to feel vulnerable and overwhelmed in the current circumstances, especially if you've experienced previous trauma. Maybe you do suffer from mental health concerns. Maybe you are suffering from a long-term health problem. Yes, absolutely, feel vulnerable, we address it, but the key thing is we talk about it. So your team in school remains here for you. We will listen, we will support, and we'll signpost. That won't change for the course of this period of lockdown. Mrs. Scott Heron did mention the launch of Bottler Line at bottler.org.uk. It's not really been used yet, but it's there if you need it, to report a concern, to ask for help. I do believe this is also because I know we've got good relationships with students and families, and people are contacting members of staff directly, which is absolutely fine. The pastoral team are readily available, the safeguarding team are readily available, and are working every single day to support you. So along the way, I'll provide further information, guidance, and links to some resources. So please do keep up to date with the social media posts and the website, and we'll make sure that you get all the information you need to help yourselves keep well at home. So take care, and I'll speak to you soon.